Renee have lit up the stage in Mean Girls and the Book of Mormon. Now they're both navigating hardships and relationships in the hit series, The Sex Lives of College Girls. Please welcome series stars and real-life friends, Reneé Rapp and Alyah Chanelle Scott.
You look amazing.
Cannot wait to talk all about this show in just a second. But first, Renee, you just released an EP, very first. And your tour starts tomorrow.
Wow.
Has this been a moment that you've been waiting your whole life for?
Yeah. I mean, I think this is like, it's strange because I've been, you know, very like publicly and also personally professing that like this is what I was going to do for my entire life, like on a very delusional level. And so now, so now everyone has taken it seriously. And so I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I actually have to like do the thing that I've been talking so much about.
You gotta do the thing. And speaking of doing the thing, you gotta do the tour, which sold out in minutes.
Whoa.
Yeah. This is amazing. So for fans who couldn't get tickets, what are you gonna be able to do more tour dates later?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I'm a Capricorn, so we'll come on. Yeah, thank you. Also delusional, but but yeah, I'm gonna be touring more in 2023 and also making an album and just doing a bunch of stuff.
Good for you.
Yeah. And Alyah, you're actually starring in Renee's music video. Is this your first music video?
This is my first music video.
Oh my God!
Yeah, she just called me one day and she was like, hey, can you be in my music video? And I've worked with her on other music videos, like not in front of the camera, behind the camera stuff. So I was like, sure, why not?
Were you nervous?
No.
No?
We basically just did what we do, like, you know, in normal life, and there was just a camera.
Oh.
Yeah, well, and it was so much fun because, like, also, like, she's creative directed and edited my favorite music video of mine that I've done, and has also been in the editing room for, like, almost every video, I think.
Wow.
And so you're a huge part of not only, like, my creative process, but,
Oh, okay. That's a real friend.
Yeah.
Now, we hear as a cast, you all like, and I don't know how your cast competes with this, you love to karaoke. I mean, would we ever be able to grab the mic if we went karaokeing with you?
We're pretty generous. We're generous. And here's the thing, we do comedy karaoke, you know what I mean?
What is comedy karaoke?
Comedy karaoke
It's
is
loaded.
like, it's loaded. It's a lot of like old school Justin Bieber. We're not going up there and like singing face, you know what I mean? But there are times where I like secretly will write Renee's name down and make her sing.
Oh, all the time.
A song?
But also, like, it's like, I think we, like, present it as, like, no, like, we would never be, like, so vain. Like, why would we, like, get up and, like, sing absolutely down? But, like,
We do.
Yeah, no, we do.
We also do, but it's we do. Yeah, it's a good fun though.
But it's fun though.
Yeah.
By the way, have you ever won a cash prize at a karaoke contest? At like a,
No, and that's messed
Now that
up
you mention it, we
haven't.
should. Yeah, we've been wrong.
That's on someone else.
Yeah.
But you have to go in there all unassuming, like, oh,
Yeah,
I don't
we
do
would
this, I've
never.
never done this before, and then just like break it out.
And then throw a little comedy in there.
Exactly.
And tear up the room and then drop the mic on them.
Precisely.
I get it.
Precisely.
Right. We'll do
So,
it.
Yeah.
Renee, we mentioned that you guys both have been on stage. Tell us, in Mean Girls, was there ever like a mishap, anything that happened that went, you know, shouldn't have gone wrong?
Yeah. I feel like every show. I feel like every show. I mean, I've said this for so many years, but I do feel like it still stands. It is a literal wonder that I was still able to walk into that building every day and not have been fired, because I like to have fun. Right? Yeah. Whoever said woo, thank you.
Yep.
And I, you know, like, it's not that I didn't take my job seriously. I was just like, it's hard. Like, when you're on stage, I have ADHD, so like, I see the audience and like, there's a scene going on over here, and I would be like, You know? And also, like, everything went wrong. Like, I wore my retainer on stage at sometimes. It was just a lot.
Very good. We've got much more with Reneé and Alyah right after the break, so don't go away.
So what is the least amount of time I could spend at Kimberly's protest without seeming like a bad friend?
Hopefully 0, because I can't go at all. I have a hot date with the 2nd floor of the Goldenberg Science Building.
I say this with love and respect, but you've become a dork, and I'm struggling to be seen with you in public.
Okay, I'm not going to apologize for loving science. It's the final lab of the trimester, and I need to kill it.
We're back with Reneé and Alyah from the Sex Lives of College Girls, and that was a sneak peek of one of Thursday's new episodes. So, guys, I mean, this looks really amazing. You know, this show really digs into the friendships and go into the late teens and 20s and how friendship really was. So, for you guys, how does this show really portray friendship? How does that portray for you guys in the show?
I think something I'm really proud of that our show does is it allows the 4 girls to come together in a kind of a natural manner. And it's an unlikely friendship. They all come from different backgrounds, and they have their little quirks and their things. And the first season, you sort of see them struggle to go through their personal lives, and they have a lot of secrets, and they have a lot of shame, and they're messing up, and they're failing left and right, but they're keeping it in. And then the moments that they start to share them with each other are the moments where they get closer, and that vulnerability really like bonds them as a group. And I think that's really indicative of like our friendship, me and you in normal life, and just like friendships in general. The harder times are what really solidify that, you know.
Your character has been having a lot of fun with different people on the campus, because last week you ran into your doppelganger, Tatum.
I did.
Okay, what's the attraction there?
So I think, first of all, Gracie, who plays Tatum, like, do we look alike? Yeah. Am I also attracted to Gracie? Yeah. No, for sure. Like, she's so cute, right? So in my brain, if I'm attracted to Gracie, then like that makes sense that Leighton would be attracted to Tatum. So I actually see no problem with it. Okay. You know?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right.
Love yourself. It's a form of self-love, one would say.
I believe it was, correct me if I'm wrong, J. Cole, who once said, "Love yourself, girl, or nobody will."
There you
That's
go.
what I'm talking about.
There you go.
J. Cole, shout out.
There you go.
I like that.
J. Cole, shout out. That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Alyah, this season we see that your character suspects something is going on with her partner and decides to then look through his phone, check things up. Is that okay in any real relationship in your life?
Okay.
Okay.
The right answer is no. Okay. We know the right answer.
Right. Right.
I agree.
We all
I
know
do not
that.
condone this.
Okay. What?
I think it's a breach of privacy. You should have consent when doing that. However, I'm not above it. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Right.
If you feel that and especially when you find something, it's validating in ways. But I'm not telling you didn't hear from me. I'm not saying to do it.
Okay.
I'm just saying if it
So
happens.
how do you approach it when you find something that is suspicious?
Definitely not the way that my character does.
Okay.
She comes in hot.
Okay.
And
Right.
she comes in hot. Yeah. I think sit on it. You know, have a civil conversation. Keep your emotions. No?
No.
Okay.
No, I give you authority. Come in hot. Confrontation.
Yeah.
Throw a bomb.
Okay. Or fight.
We support.
You know what you know, and you young people have the ability to confirm what you know.
Right.
You know how to hack into stuff.
Right.
Let's
Yeah.
find
Yeah,
out.
if they've been
I need receipts.
If they've been gaslighting you and lying, then like, yeah, you have every right to.
We support women's rights and women's wrongs.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
I love that.
All
Good way to put it.
Yep. All in the same.
Well, guys, I love that you have a friendship outside of this show, too. Reneé, how did it start, and how important is it, your friendship with Alyah?
Okay, so one of my best friends who I grew up with ended up going to college with Alyah, and they were in the same musical theater program. And so when we both got College Girls, my friend Thomas reached out to me and was like, "You're gonna love Alyah," and I was like, "Oh, amazing!" And the first day that we met was, well, the first time we hung out was like in my hotel room. We were like sneaking around. And I just remember,
Not in that way. It was COVID. It was COVID time.
Oh yeah.
It was COVID time.
Sneaking around in a way. But we were sneaking around of the COVID protocols, though I really respect. Yes, and tweet that. So Alyah comes in and we just start talking, and then like in the next like 3 minutes, I had started crying.
Yeah.
And just talking about like everything
traumatic
was
that's
wrong.
ever happened in the world, in your life.
And then with the two of us, and then I was just like,
yeah, I think
that's it.
Yeah, I think also very naturally, I just felt a sense that like you were a safe space in a world that we were both entering. That there was a level of trust that we developed very early on, and we didn't know anything about. It was our first TV show together, and it was also
I love that instant bond. That instant bond, it's so special.
It's great. And also we would be on set and things would be happening and we didn't know what was going on, so we would just look at each other and be like, did you understand that? And she'd be like, no, and I'd be like, cool.
Yeah.
You're in the dark, I'm in the dark.
Yeah, and we both really respect each other, so it's nice. Like, I get to look up to you, which is very spoiled to have like a best friend who you like look up to and regard so highly.
Love that.
So yeah, it's great.
Real girl friendship. Before we go, though, because you guys talked about your musical backgrounds, would you be up for a musical episode? I mean, that could be really fun, right?
Yeah, we've said this 1,000 times.
We've been pitching.
We've been tweeting. We've been trying, pushing our musical episode agenda.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need to see that. Reneé and Alyah, so much fun having you here. The Sex Lives of College Girls, it is streaming right now on HBO Max with new episodes on Thursdays. We will be right back.